Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is, I'm doing it on January 16th, Saturday, January 16th. And, oh yeah, first of all, everyone, if you want to join Debbie with Freebird Spirit and we're going to do, she does a live stream every Sunday morning at 11:11 Mountain Standard Time. So that's 10:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 1:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're on the East Coast. And it won't be political readings, I don't think, but a lot of personal readings. There are many intuitive readings. So I'd love it if you join us and subscribe to her channel. Again, that's Freebird Spirit. Okay, so this reading is going to be, I know you guys are sick of him, and so am I, but I just have a weird feeling. I want to know, what is he going to be doing the last 100 hours that he's in office? What's he planning, besides leaving on Air Force One, a day early so that he can fly that way and use because if he waits too long, he's no longer able to use, any of the the Air Force One and the helicopter, all that stuff. So he wants to walk away looking like he's somebody with some power. So that's why he's doing it a day early. But Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, he met with him at the White House yesterday, and I wonder what they're planning. Like, what is going on there? So decks are shuffled, and that's where I'm going with this. Okay, so his last 100 hours in office. What is manifesting? What's the actual situation? Yeah. A lot of information coming through. And maybe a lot of plans. Okay, we'll see. What are his challenges? Okay, that's a Four of Swords. Eight of Wands, Four of Swords. What is he feeling? What are his feelings and attitudes? And with him, of course, it's not real feelings. They're just all emotional reactions. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Let me move him down here for a moment. What is he actually going to be doing? What will be his actions? Okay. What's hanging over him? What's the karma hanging over him? Good. Degree of success would go here. Okay. And then his future. And this will go, of course, beyond that 100 days. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. Oh, good. I've got plenty of room for closed captioning. Yay. Okay, so forces in motion with the Eight of Wands. Like I said, a lot of energy coming really quickly. But this is air travel as well. So this is the situation. In his last 100 hours, he's planning on getting out of Dodge and maybe getting out very, very quickly. It's also a card of, quick changes. His challenge with the Four of Swords is, he might be in for some anxiety because, in the challenge position, you can read it reversed, and in a reversal, it's anxiety. But it's also, like ready for action because you're not really resting. I think his real challenge is that he can't rest well. He's not sleeping well. He's not doing well at all. But it can be a real, burnout, stressed out kind of card. It's also a card of greed when it's reversed like that. So yeah, that's his challenge. He's trying to get all the power he can, all the action he can to get going before he gets out. I wonder where he's planning on going after, because he has so many lawsuits coming down on him. Now that is probably why he's leaving early. Because if he's up in the air at the last minute, well, maybe it can't be planned that way actually, because this is about plans. But I'm just now wondering, like, imagine if he were up in the air and then, the down to the 11th minute or second or whatever, and then everything changes over. He's no longer president. Like, could his plane or helicopter be diverted to take him to, I don't know, New York State or somewhere where the law is coming down on him? There are so many lawsuits waiting for him, and he's one of the most litigious, creatures on the planet. So it would certainly be, very, very just karma for him to have all these lawsuits coming down. He's avoided lawsuits. He has a propensity to delay and put off. But, he doesn't pay his bills either, so that's why he's left with just Rudy Giuliani. Oh, God. Yeah, and of course he doesn't want to pay Rudy Giuliani the $20,000 a day he demanded. And he's thrown Rudy under the bus. So that big old bus pile is so big, it's just not even funny. All right, with his feelings and attitudes with the Seven of Pentacles, he's thinking about his investments. He's reevaluating his plans. He's wondering, okay, that didn't work. What do I do now? Or is it going to work, what I have in motion? Yeah, sometimes it's it's a card of achieving some type of a goal. So that's what he's planning. He does have goals. I mean, he's feeling attached to his goals is what I'm getting. I mean, of course, the guy, all he's ever done in his life is just look at how much money he can harvest. His actions, being the King of Swords reversed, well, I mean, this is his corruption. This is his manipulation. This is his lack of integrity. This is his, just complete tyrannical, untrustworthy jackassery. So yeah, he's going to do whatever he can. You can't trust this guy. When he's reversed, it's completely geared towards self-interest. So, and in this kind of guy too, he gets off on winning and defeating anyone else. In fact, often defeat isn't enough. He really wants to destroy. So he is going to be out to destroy someone. And who do you think that might be? Right? Oh my goodness. So, but the karma that's hanging down over him, of which he has no control over, is that he will be stopped. This is restriction. I'm really happy to see this. Sometimes it's that, you're feeling so ill you can't even take a step forward. You don't have any strength. And other times it has to do with just being a prisoner. So these are the lawsuits. These are all the lawsuits coming down on him. And, he has no control over that. This is him feeling trapped and isolated. This is him feeling powerless and hopeless. And of course, you guys all know, the Eight of Swords is often the victim card. It's always the poor woe is me. Well, okay, fine. Say whatever you want. As long as you're locked up, I don't care. His degree of success, well, with the Two of Wands reversed, he has few options. His plans are ruined. He's even going to have travel problems. You know, he's not going anywhere. This straight up. You can see the guy's looking at, you know, like world is his oyster, and he's making plans. Well, his plans aren't going to work out. His plans will not work out. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if there's anything more to see about this, actually. Well, it can, because if I combine it with these other cards here, all of these cards actually, this does spell out anxiety, you know, and yeah, so, but the good thing I like seeing here is that whatever plans he had with Mr. My Pillow guy, it doesn't look like it's going to work. There's no movement here. The wands are all about movement, and there's no movement. Now, with the Eight of Cups reversed, you know, it's straight up. It can often be looked at as a card of walking away. I see it as the self-responsibility card, which he does not take self-responsibility. So this, I have a feeling, contributes to his heart problems. And when the trials start coming through, you know, the lawsuits, as they're unleashed on him, he's going to have a really hard time. Yeah. It also can have him in, because this card is all about stagnation and fearing, you know, any kind of change, being afraid of losing everything. It's also a card, like I said, because, you know, it's usually self-responsibility, or it can be walking away because you're literally making the right decision. But when it's reversed, I think this has him just avoiding his future, which he's done all his life. Can you imagine living like that, just pushing everything forward, out, 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 and getting away with it, but now he can't? Like I said months ago, only an idiot runs for president when you have a dark history like him. And like my friend Lisette, she comments with some wonderful, excellent little tidbits most of the time with, well, she's good with tarot too, but a lot of times with Kipper and the Lenormand, she's excellent. And she, we text back and forth, and she reminds me how stupid evil is, you know, and it's true. Because of the blind spots, because evil is not aligned with love. Evil is not aligned with truth. Truth and love are one and the same. So these are all his blind spots where he can't avoid anymore. He just can't avoid. And this is, you know, his big blind spot that got him to run for president. You know, his egomaniacal personality, his sociopathic, psychopathic personality disorder. So his future has him upside down in 8 ways to Sunday. And probably having some very low self-esteem. So, okay, let's, well, actually, let's just use the Lenormand here to add on rather than, should I do it that way? No, you know what, let's let it go on a standalone. Let's do it this way. Okay, same question. His last 100 hours. Opportunities, surprises, something sudden and shocking, illness, conversation, the ill mind speaking out, but also stress. Ooh. That could be like overseas trying to get away, and money exchanged. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's move these all the way up here. Sorry, this is one of those situations. Well, here, actually, I'll bring the camera down. Let me pause this. Okay, there we go. Now let me draw the last row here. Okay, so these cards, remember, this top row is going to show the controlling forces over the bottom row. And this is his last 100 hours. He's having a really hard time. This mental illness and sudden, this to me spells out stroke right here. Blowing a head gasket. We should be so lucky, right? Sorry, I mean, I don't mean to wish ill on anyone, but when you've got a dictator, I mean, wouldn't it have been nice if Hitler would have stroked out before he gassed everyone? Before he made it to his bunker? Okay. Donald John Trump, your last 100 hours. Why? Always the seduction card. Oops, what am I doing? This was in his last, I mean, because I did do a reading for like his last, I think, 9 days. And I remember this was the end card, and this card is about seducing someone, seduction. So what he's going to be doing, he's looking for opportunities to recover his sudden inability to be upright in his, position and communicate anymore. This is him being knocked off of, all the platforms. The only thing he could do would be to, make a statement from the White House. But if he does any more insurrection, I mean, he's heading towards the 14th Amendment. And I've done enough research to find out that he definitely can be impeached after he leaves. And he can be, he can have his benefits removed. Okay, so, but focusing on this, yeah, he's trying to fly the coop, and yeah, he will. He's acting in a way to have an abundance of connection with his public enemies. His public, there are enemies, but his public people. And he's holding that fire. That's the hearth he's nurturing. He's throwing logs onto that fire to keep the public acclaim going. But look at this. I mean, this is his mental illness here. And of course, he's seducing his lovely followers. But then this up here, so he's traveling. He might be traveling to a friend, or maybe it's just this change and that he's traveling to Mar-a-Lago. I bet you Melania's already gone or leaving soon. But the theme here is this shocking. So he's gonna be doing something shocking that has to do with these people who are ill in the way they communicate, because they communicate, from brains that do not work well. Remember, evil is stupid. All these stupid people who posted their pictures of them doing their insurrection, taking over the Capitol, posted it on Facebook. Oh, God. Yep, that's what they did. They made themselves visible because of the pride. Look at me. It's always about, look at me. Yeah, well, we see you. So but his illness is cramping his ability to get away. And get away to a peaceful place with his friends. Because he has incited insurrection. But he's still making this opportunity for money here. You know, to get some cash. And he's still nurturing these people he has seduced. So, yeah. So we cannot expect him, even though he went out and made that announcement that he literally, legally had to, that he doesn't support any violence. He does, and he's going to do it again. He's going to be doing whatever he can, but, hiding it behind the scenes. Hiding it behind the scenes. Even though I don't have the book here, I don't have anything to, any cards to tell me that, but my intuition is telling me that. So whether or not it comes out, we won't know. And maybe based on the tarot cards, maybe this doesn't look successful to me. So no matter what he's inciting, it doesn't look to me like it's going to matter much. And then the question is does he get away? Well, let me ask about that. Let's ask about that. Does he... Let's choose the Kipper. Does he get away? Does he make it... Is there somebody at Mar-a-Lago waiting for him? What happens to him after that last 100 hours? That's Ivanka. Okay, that's something that takes a long time. Oh, there we go. It could take... Oh, this is Ivanka. Oh, maybe she's going to spill the beans. And then here he is imprisoned. Somebody's getting paid off. Yeah, I think this is Ivanka, and I think she's going to flip on him because she wants to run for... She's a Scorpio. She's got, she has an MBA. She graduated from Wharton College. She's not... Well, remember, evil is stupid, but she has her sights set on having some position in the future. Hold on, while I'm here, I might as well look and see what else. And then this might be the, well, until lawsuits start coming down on him, or something else happens. This may be the last reading I do on him. But let's get some more about what happens after. So this card can take quite a long time, even 2 years, but he's moving towards imprisonment, and Ivanka has something to do with it. Because she's trying to hold on to her reputation. She's not going to go down, with him. She has her own misgivings, but not, she's not that dumb. So this is him knighting over to the imprisonment card. So he's definitely, he's locked up. He's going to be, or at least stopped. If it's not locked up, it's like house arrest, stopped in some way. I mean, because he still, for the time being, has his security detail, and they have to take orders. even though they may be, many of them or several of them, maybe on his side. That's what I've read. So, yeah, so okay, so Ivanka, so they're waiting in expectation and watching. This is somebody not to be trusted, and look how it knights over to her and her honor. And then this is him. Yeah. So again, and these are the people who oh, I'm sorry, let me finish my sentence. Again, it looks like she'll flip on him. But there's also this community watching him, and people who work for the Secret Service, they may even get paid off to, you know, to get him to this place of imprisonment. But Ivanka is expecting, you know, to hold on to her honor. And with this community card here, I think is more than her. You know, I mean, these last days, you can imagine what he was like to live with. So you can imagine all the burning bridges, the burned bridges that he's created, all the bridges he's burned, I should say. So, yeah, well, this is interesting. How many times have I gotten this card? Every time I've brought out the Kipper and drawn cards for him, we get this card. And now we know she's involved. Ivanka's involved. So yeah, well, we have that to look forward to. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. For entertainment purposes only. Okay, you guys, I'm done. Thank you. Take good care. Bye.